Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing an ADC Lucian review with my student. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm PickleG. I'm a Low Masters ADC, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's perfect. So this game, or for this VOD review, we're going to be focusing more on reset timing so that you know when to be at the right place at the right time. And usually that's your fountain. So let's get it started. Usually in this lane, okay, wait, I didn't see who the enemy is, so I'm going to wait. Okay, so couple of things. This lane is mostly like you have to fight your okay, so usually there's two sides to a lane. Okay, there's the what is it called? Basically think of yourself as a neutralizer. Okay, and then they're the pushers. Okay, so usually the pushers are going to use their conditions to push the lane, and then you, the neutralizer, need to neutralize their push by hitting them. So that's what this lane is about. And
Okay.
if you can get enough trades in, which I'm going to try to show you how to do those trades so you can get a better base, you should be able to come out on top, because Jinx Nami is not a real combo. Milio Lucian is a real combo. And okay, when I say real combo, what comes to your mind?
Um, ADC and support that pair well together with their abilities.
Yes. So there's, how do I explain this? Like when I say real combo, it also means that at some point, if you're not playing a real combo, you're going to have a hard time in either fighting or pushing. So think about it like this. If you have Vayne Nami, okay, the reason why that's not a real combo is because Vayne needs help pushing the wave and Nami does not help with that at all. Okay, so it's either in wave push that they need help or in fighting that they need help. And in this lane, Jinx does not need like she does not need spellcaster type enchanters. She needs more of a auto attack based enchanters. So that's why Janna would be better than Nami here. You very specifically, like you would pair with almost any support in the game, because Lucian passive now procs off of like engages and whatnot. So you don't have to worry about just having an enchanter. It works with engages as well. And that's why Jinx has usually a harder time in lane. If she gets fought off, she's fucked. So let's start with that.
Wouldn't like a Lulu or maybe a disengage support be better than Jenna? Or would you disagree with that?
Well, I was just looking at the class of support that they have, which is Nami, which is an enchanter.
Oh,
Right?
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, you're right about the Lulu part as well. I was just trying to look for a weaker weaker enchanter, because Nami's not exactly strong in lane. Yeah. So no, like if you're thinking other enchanters, like Soraka also works because she can help you fight. Milio can also help because you're auto attacking. Lulu, Janna, Renata as well, but that's not the important thing. Important part is this is a double range lane, so I want you to do one thing. Level 1, ward the bush. Let's go. Okay, you want to win. Maybe your support doesn't. That's okay. Okay, so the second this guy walks into the bush, nice. Okay, one thing I'll say about this: don't start Q if you're gonna all in a fight level 1.
Yeah. No, I know that. I just figured, I just didn't expect her to do that, but you're right. I should wait like one more second just in case.
Yeah.
I expected her just to hit the wave, not just randomly walk in the bush.
Well, if she's walking in the bush, she probably, okay, think about it like this, right? If you're the Jinx and you're walking into this bush, what are you thinking?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because you wouldn't do that probably, yeah. But the reason why you want to get into the bushes is so that you can have the advantage of fog of war, right? In this bush, that extends your range of influence. If you're in fog of war, the enemy doesn't know exactly where you are, so it pushes like how much range you have. But since you warded, right, there is no fog of war. Okay, so you know that if somebody's walking into bush, they want to use the pressure from the bush because of fog of war. But you know that this is not this is warded for you, and she doesn't know that you warded. because you came first. And if they warded, you would see the ward when you warded. Okay, so it sounds like a fucking tongue twister, but the important thing is, basically, already she's making a mistake. Right now, she's making a mistake, right? So she's already wrong in the fact that she's, number one, matching the bush line. So whenever you're playing this side of the bush, it's usually the supports that do this because you don't have to interact with the wave as much. You want to push these bushes and get the bush advantage. But now that she's running this way, it means she wants to fight. If you're this over here, right, it signals to me that you're scared of fighting, right? Because the wave is going to be around here and it should block like skill shots and whatnot. But this is telling me fight, okay? So the second that happens, I'm W starting no matter what. Milio is going to he should E start, and then you W auto, and then you might get your PTA off. So it's a little bit better, but this is okay as well. Nice. Okay.
Should I even
okay.
be hitting the wave?
Yeah. So I mean, I was about to say. So the second you get that chunk off, right? Okay, so right here. Okay, what do you think the Jinx? How far do you think the Jinx is allowed to walk in this lane?
Well,
this is the middle of the wave. Okay, where up until what point do you think she can walk?
Just level 1.
Like right now, after you took this trade.
After the trade, I think while my Q is down, she can play a little up. Like if she goes above the wave.
Like here.
Yeah, but I think actually I don't know the answer to your question.
So okay, let's go back to, because okay, so if they are the pushing lane, right, and you're the fighting lane, and you just gotta fight off, right?
Yeah.
So what are the abilities that are at your disposal right now? You use your Q, Milio used an E, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have? Okay.
Nothing.
That's not
stronger
true.
than me right now.
No. You have another Milio E. So yeah. So you have to be thinking about like what your advantage is based off of this the skills that you have, especially in lanes like this. So the reason why a lot of ADCs are number one bad at lane and then number two better at auto attacking ADCs is because you don't have to think about spells. When you're playing Jinx, right, you're rocketing and you're like walking back and forth and like pushing the wave. But when you're playing spellcasters like Lucian, Ezreal, you know, MF, whatever, those champions, they need to be thinking about their cooldowns. So right now I'm thinking to myself, okay, I just chunked her for like 300 HP. I have another Milio E. And look at this, okay? What does this say to you? Actually, let me replay it so you can see exactly what this Nami just did. Right here. Okay.
Ability.
Yeah. So are they allowed to walk past this line in the lane?
I think she can play in third bush. I don't think she can walk out of it, no.
Well, I'll give you the answer, but okay, if you walk into the third bush, right, with your Milio after you took this trade, okay, what can she do if you walk into the third bush?
Well, I'm going to be tanking her minions, right? And then also, she's going to stack up lethal tempo and her minigun, and then Nami's heal is going to come back up before I can kill her. You know what I mean?
So you're overestimating Jinx a lot. Okay, so when I say like walk into this bush, I don't mean like you're gonna just run straight at her and let her kite you with rockets. No. So the reason why I asked that question is because think about it like this, okay? If you're walking into this bush and they ward the bush, right? Because you walked in, because they want vision of it. If you don't clear the ward, are you allowed to walk into this third bush if this wave is here?
No.
Exactly. But if they don't,
because wave.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Because our wave will push too fast if we do that.
Yes. I mean, if you can get I'm just warning you, by the way, if you can get another auto Q in this lane, their game is over.
Okay.
Honestly, any trade is really good for you right now because you have barrier. This is like a mindset that I'm gonna try to teach you, but basically having barrier tempo or like summoner spell tempo is really important. If you can get a trade level 1 and you're not scared of getting ganked, 90% of the time it's good for you to just walk up and use your barrier, because it's going to be back up sooner, you know, than if you just didn't use it. You get more value out of your barrier. So right here, when you're fighting, okay, I want you to be willing to use your barrier. You're the neutralizing lane, use your barrier. So right now, I don't want to see this Jinx here. This is not allowed. Like,
I got you. Okay.
you should be running at her and then spacing outside of her rocking range. If she autos the Milio, you're running straight at her. You have a Milio E, it's going to give you enough move speed, you're going to auto her. It's going to look ugly for her, okay? So...
And this is specifically only because she griefed her HP level 1, right?
So number 1, she griefed her HP level 1. Number 2, they don't have fighting, and then number 3, they have no spells. You have a spell. So there's a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of walking in a third bush, like, you probably wouldn't. Would you still recommend that if she was full health?
Not necessarily. I mean, after you push this wave, yeah, you can. But no, not if you're. I mean, it's kind of hard to answer that in like a general sense. Like there's specific scenarios where I'd be fine with you walking into this bush in this matchup, this bush, but that's not important. That's a good question. So right now they use their pot. So no matter what, okay, in this lane, they have a better sustain advantage than you do because of Nami heal being higher than Milio heal. I don't want you to like feel like you have to like run it straight down and fight, but at the same time, I don't want you to let this Jinx auto the wave. So right now you're sitting here, sit around here. She's gonna have to make the choice to either auto you, okay, or sorry, you or the minion.
I do have one question. If I stand right there, won't she just use the bush? Like, I won't be able to hit her. You know what I mean? Because she'll walk out the bush, hit me, and then walk back in the bush. Yeah.
So basically, this Jinx is standing here, okay, and then she walks out. You're not gonna just stand here. You're gonna walk back a little bit. So you have to match her movement. This is like little micro optimizations, but that's not the most important thing. I want to focus on whether or not you end up getting a good push. Okay, so you guys just let them push, which is really, really bad. They are not allowed to get level 2 first, but they are going to.
And the reason I would let them push is because I didn't play aggressive towards her.
Yeah. So because you're the neutralizing lane, okay, and you're supposed to fight them so that they can't get push. Since you didn't do that enough, they can get push. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Then you don't know where the jungler is. I'm assuming he's pathing top. It's a really good trade, I think. Actually, wait. Let me think about this one. That's fine. Because usually dashing forward without having your second spell is kind of sad, because then you won't have your dash, but it's fine. They're not smart enough to punish you on that. Then you're holding your wave.
Can you
here.
explain that real quick?
So right here, after you do this, you end up getting an like a passive auto on the Jinx, right? So you have like one more proc of PTA. Had you not gotten that proc, you dashing forward is actually bad, because what's going to happen is she's going to see you dash, right? She's going to take damage, right? But she's going to see that you have no abilities for the next 8 seconds, and then she's going to blast this wave.
Yeah. The only reason I went for it is because of the PTA proc.
Yes. So that's good. It's just she may or may not have ran straight into the queue. So I'm just saying that because in another situation, this might have been bad for you. Just to look out for that. I really like that you're holding the wave. This is really fucking good. But, okay, something happened at the top side. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, yeah. I was going to say, can I tell you my reasoning for holding the wave? It's because I saw my kindred in their top side, and I was like, if I'm being weak-sided, I just need to hold the wave here so I can't die to Lee Sin. Is that the good reason, or do you have a different reason to hold the wave?
Because you're being weak-sided?
And I didn't see Lee Sin right then on the map. I wasn't paying attention, but I did see Kindred.
Let me
That Lee Sin
think.
might be in our jungle.
Let me think. Let me think. That was this next wave, I think, that you. Let me look back at the picture because happened kind of fast. Okay, so you're holding the wave because you're being weak sided. So it's good for you to hold the wave here, just because it's gonna be easier for you to farm the wave, not because of this Lee Sin, but because usually, okay, as the neutralizer lane, okay, the one that wants to fight, you have the best chance of fighting when you can run them down the lane. So the reason why Ashe is so good as a neutralizer is because once you reach this part of the wave and she gets a slow on you, she can literally just run you down, right? And so that's what I want you to be thinking of right now, right? This wave position doesn't have anything to do with whatever's going on the map right here. It makes your lane better. Okay. Now, yes, it's good for you to hold the wave so that you can CS the wave because Lee Sin's going to be coming bot side and your jungler's not. Yes, that's true. But I want you to be thinking first and foremost of your 2v2 first.
Okay. Yeah, that's not even something I considered. Do you mind giving other examples of a neutralizer lane? Because I don't understand exactly. Like, would the Mira Nautilus be a neutralizer lane?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Because
I think I understand.
Yeah, it's just basically any lane that isn't strong enough to push the wave earlier on so that they have to fight to get push. Okay. It's the same thing with like Tristana as well. Same thing with kind of like, I mean, Kai'Sa has Q, so it's not the same, but what else? Let me think of another neutralizer lane. I mean, there are situations where the Jinx is actually the neutralizer as well, but that's like if you're versus a Draven, and that guy can literally just run you straight the fuck down. Basically, you have to make sure that the Draven's not at full HP double axes. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how many minions you have, he's gonna run you down. Okay. So it just matters how hard you can fight. Fighting is always like king in League of Legends. Okay, so okay. Whoa. What is this? She's not allowed to do that.
Why am I?
She's not allowed to do that. It's a free angle for you.
Yeah. So would you dash in EQ her?
Yeah.
Dash in auto Q her?
Yeah. I mean, okay, think about it like this. So
I think I was intimidated by the minions, but yeah, I should definitely.
These minions don't do fuck all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so much stronger, I might as well.
Yeah. But also like, okay, getting minions is really good. Okay, don't get me wrong. But being able to chunk this bitch, okay, to like this much HP, I would 100% rather do that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more likely in a neutralizer lane, but it's not the importance. Okay, so their jungler is going to be first to bot. Okay, when you see this, okay, you see this. What does this say to you?
When I see what exactly?
Is she trapped behind you and starts running straight at you like a fucking mongoloid?
Probably that Lee Sin's here.
Yeah, most definitely that Lee Sin's here. So there's two things, okay? Right now, actually, I'm gonna see how you play it. Okay, no. We can't be letting the Jinx just live like that. Okay, right here, I'm not sure if you saw, but the Lee Sin's there, okay? One way to help with that would probably just be to this is more like, this is beyond recalling and whatnot, so it's kind of hard, but you would have to like practice looking at the mini map whenever you see something red, basically in the jungle. That's like a practice you can do. You can do it in practice tool, you can do it in whatever, but basically you can farm minions and then you have to look at your map when something shows up.
Like you use your peripheral vision to see.
Yes. So okay, like a good practice would be you get into practice tool, you put a fucking smite jungler bot, okay? And then you ward their like blue buff, okay? You ward their blue buff and then their their red buff, okay? And then you'll just be farming the wave for like 2 minutes. Every time you see you see red, you have to look at the jungler. That's what's gonna help you see these situations, okay?
Okay.
But
I'll add
basically,
that to my routine.
yes, it's good. But right here, W auto, you gotta follow up. You gotta follow up. The second Milio uses his W, it's a W auto E auto combo.
Yeah. I was thinking I want the cannon. I think that's why I backed off. But the trade is definitely like so much more worth. They completely chunker.
Like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you didn't get the cannon. sorry.
Yeah, but I still tried.
No,
That was my goal.
I know. I'm trolling. There is one thing though. Okay, so since you didn't see where the Lee Sin ended up leaving, like he left towards bot side. So basically, did he not? Oh, he flashed over. So he's in your jungle right now. Okay, so now that you know that and you have God vision, okay, well, what are you gonna do on this wave?
I should try to kill them, and if they stay away, I should
Yes.
probably slow push this as long as possible, and then actually there's not a wave coming. So.
Okay, so when you say like not let them CS this, where like which line are you talking about? Like which line do you want them to be on?
I should probably be in third bush. They should be like near their tower,
Yes.
I would think.
Well, okay, so you need to be here. They need to be at the tip of their third bush, and if they walk up any more than the third bush, you need to engage on them and fight them. So basically, what I mean is they cannot get this EXP from this HP. There's no this mana as well. No EXP, not allowed. And
Okay.
when the only time I ever want you to ignore the wave, okay, I want you to think about this very, very fucking hard. Because minions are in a 100% advantage you can get, but this situation, okay, when they are playing like this, is telling me one thing and one thing only: they want to die. Okay, they want to die.
Yeah.
So right now, you beeline to this bush. Okay, if they ward it, they ward it. You can try to clear it, auto Q on the wave, and then auto and clear it. But the important thing is they are not allowed to be on my screen right now. This is not allowed. Okay.
I kind of did it, but too late. Like I did it poorly.
Yes.
I should have walked in more of a straight line.
Well, even here, by the way, you can E forward. You're in range. Like right now, you're in range to E auto
right.
Q auto. But like,
Yeah,
it feels like you're a little bit scared to dash forward because of the minions.
yeah, that's exactly the reason. I've gotten to the point where like I don't like trading if it means I'm going to miss minions, but I think I need to recognize when it's actually worth to do that.
Yes. So what you're doing is like a level 1 laning. Okay, level 2 is like you understand the matchups, and then level 3 is you understand the matchup plus what's going on the map. Okay, so right now you're on level 1. That's perfect. But to move to level 2, okay, you need to be thinking about their abilities and then your fighting power in comparison to their what abilities are up and down. So that's called ability matching. But in this scenario, like even if you auto attack them, they would die. Like, like I don't think they're allowed to play like this even now. So
I do think about abilities like probably 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely obviously lack in terms of knowing when to punish as hard as I should.
Mm-hmm. So one thing I do want to talk about. So we said like, what do you want? When do you want to recall in lane? Okay, so this is the recall masterclass I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
In lane, the number one goal for any bot laner, it doesn't matter if you're fucking, I don't know, Gumayushi or fucking Ruler, it doesn't matter. This is what they're thinking about. Having better conditions. Wow, that's beautiful.
It's actually not bad.
It's like
using that pin. It is not bad.
Thank you. So just having better conditions is the number one advantage you can have, because if you're in lane, right, and you have 500 HP and they have 300, who do you think should base first?
I think it depends.
Well, it depends on all other things, but put it in a vacuum 2v2. So let's go to level 1 to level 2. Yeah.
Okay. So they're 300 HP and I'm 500.
Yes.
We should back first. It should be.
Wait, you should back first, or they should back first?
No. No, I didn't say an answer yet.
Oh,
I was just repeating.
Okay.
I think it depends, like even in a vacuum, because if you're not thinking about like dragons or anything, I'm not. So just laning 2v2, they should back first.
Yes.
If you're not thinking about tempo or anything.
Yes. So this is what, you know, when you, okay, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but basically the higher you go, the higher the grip the enemy has on your fucking neck, okay? When you play versus a pro player, okay, they're not going to let you base. They're not going to let you base until you die, okay? So that's what I want you to be thinking of. I have better conditions.
They don't play for tempo?
So you do play for tempo, yes, but first and foremost, okay, you do not want to base when they have better conditions than you, okay? Then the second one is what's going on the map. So this could be jungle, mid, top, Drake, grubs. You get it, okay? This is the most important. This is the most important, okay? When you recall, it has to be that you have better, okay, it has to be that you force the enemy to either die or they took a bad base, then you can base, okay? This is the primordial rule for bot lane. If you don't do that, you might take a base when you're at fucking 1000 HP and the enemy's at 200, and then they get a wave on you even though you had better conditions.
So what about, okay, so I understand exactly what you're saying and it makes complete sense. But can I add another layer in there? So,
yeah.
Like, I base pretty soon, even though I have better conditions. And the reason I base is because I want to buy my pickaxe and deny Jinx getting her BF base, so that she's going to have a lot worse base than me, if that makes sense. So what about in terms of like adding that as another layer? Like, is that not what I'm doing? Should I just play to keep punishing her?
So, well, I'm gonna have to see the situation, number one, but
okay, yeah, that's fine.
There is a point to what you said. So if you and the enemy ADC, so in this situation, I don't want you to base. Like what I'm about to see, if I don't see the enemy jungler running straight at you, or their mid laner coming straight at you, or you want to fight a Drake, I don't want you basing. But if you are both doing a race to 1300 gold, okay, you want to be F sword, they want to be F sword. In that situation, if you get a perfect base timer, like you push the wave at their turret and then you can base and come back right in time for the next wave and they can't crash it, then that's fine to base. But as a general rule, this is what I want you to be thinking about, because items early game don't change the game that much. Like they do change the game. I'm not going to disagree with that, but when you have better conditions than the enemy, it doesn't matter how much gold you have if you can keep on choking them to death. That makes sense? I mean, yeah, it's like varying, okay? What I'm explaining is this is the number one rule, but then I'm going to get into the next. So
it's like, because I feel like you could make the argument that like, if I back and get a pickaxe and she backs and gets a dagger and longsword, I can punish her I can choke her out even more, even though we're going to have the same conditions when we get back. You know what I mean? Especially because Lucian kind of needs items to like be really strong. Like I feel like he is strong. He can be strong before he gets any items, but like when you start getting items, you're so bursty that you can like easily kill someone in maybe 2 trades.
But why would you let them base for free? Like you getting the pickaxe is good. I'm never going to disagree with that. But why would you let them get the base when they shouldn't be able to get the base? Like you getting the pickaxe can make it you're fighting stronger, but your current situation where you're still stronger than them does not change if you get a pickaxe and they get like, yes, it's a little bit better, but at the same time, you have a good situation to begin with. Why would you let go of that? So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like when they come back from base, all of the trades that you did are fucking erased. It doesn't matter if you drop them to 100 HP. You just let them base for free.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's very cut and dry.
What if someone like,
Mhm.
What if it's someone like where it's hard to punish? Like you have lane prio, but you can't really punish them.
You would
Would
still
it be
want
fine
to
if
you
you
would still want to jail them. Like you don't want them to base first. You would never want them to base first because if you can
because you can
keep them
deny them
in
a wave?
lane, yes, if you can keep them in lane and then eventually either kill them, deny them a wave, or I mean those are the main things, or get an objective. That's I wouldn't really recommend thinking about that in solo queue right now for climbing, but if you can get any of those three things or an invade on the jungle, like I would not really want you to give up your lead that you have right now. Like this is a huge lead. You have 3 times your HP bar.
Yeah, I see your point. Yeah.
Okay, but then the next thing comes in the junglers, anything else that interacts with bot lane. It's very kind of cheap of me to do that, where I like box everything into another category. But it's because the importance of bot lane is this is honestly like more of a laning thing as well. For mid and top, like when you have a support that like basically can supplement your lack of mana, for example, on Lucian. Like if your Milio has enough mana for an E and a W when you don't have mana and they also don't have mana, I would want you to stay in lane because the Lucian can help you, or the Milio can help you deal damage. But on mid lane, okay, if you have no fucking mana and the enemy has mana but less HP, you have to be thinking like, I can't fucking do anything as a mage with no mana, you know? So I have to base. You actually have the worst condition. Because you don't have the support. So that's why like you have to push as much as you can in bot lane. And that's why like if you put a pro bot lane versus a challenger bot lane in solo queue, they will literally make you cry. Like you will be getting fucked between turrets and not being able to CS because they will literally not let you play the game and call the jungler and the mid laner and the top laner and then have a Drake on the side, you know? Like
Yeah. That's why they banned duo Q in Challenger.
yes. I mean, it's not fair. It's literally not fair. Even though I want duo Q to be there, like it's just not fair. Anyways, so that was the rule. And then number 2, okay, so this is really important. Even though you're CSing the wave, right now you're not fighting anything, okay? After you CS this minion, please look at this. There's a fight going on between your waves. You have to look at the fight because right now I don't know what's going on and you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And the reason why that's important is because having information on the jungle mid will tell you whether or not you can be aggressive on their bot lane. Okay, so I'll repeat that one more time. Having the information that their mid and jungle are at like a certain HP will dictate how you play the lane. So if you don't have that information, you're basically playing on a chessboard fucking blind.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So between waves, look at the map. So right now, if the let's say Kindred, Lee Sin, and Syndra are all low conditions. Okay, you looked at it a little bit later, which is fine. But unfortunately, during this timer, you're supposed to be diving them. Again, this is not allowed. She's not allowed to play like this. The Nami has no mana. This is a caster minion. Okay.
Yeah.
So you would have the information right now.
You would dive this like right away.
100%. If you
how would you do it?
Okay, so hold on. I need to see their conditions exactly. Okay, like I have AIDS, but you get it. So the Syndra, so Lee Sin's out of the fight, so he's probably like 1 HP, and then Syndra is half HP chasing your Kindred. So nobody's conditions are really good. They don't really want to stay on the map. So right now, it sucks that the Milio used this Q. Don't really care about that. Milio has enough mana for E and W. That's what you have to check right now, okay? So if he has enough mana for his abilities, you will literally walk past this wave right here and then auto Q, auto, and then W auto, and then like kite out so that the tower drops aggro unless you can kill them. So the barrier and heal is going to bring the Jinx to around like this much HP, okay? She's around, let's say, like 550 HP. So you need to do this in probably 2 rounds, unless your Milio kept this Q, because Milio Q just deals extra damage. Your full combo does around like 450 damage, I think, at this point. 450. And then you can only tank about 3 tower shots. Okay. So this is complicated. Like what I just told you, this is the level 3. Okay.
It's not. It's honestly not complicated. It's just I just can't see it working because
Mhm.
I don't think I'm going to kill her in one combo, like you said, and so I'm going to take one tower shot if I play it well, like if I time it well. But
Mhm.
then also they're going to be hitting me, and then
Yeah.
also I'm going to be after my first combo.
So so multiple things with that. So number one, the HP condition does matter. So you're right. You are going to get hit and you will drop from one tower shot. Okay. You will drop to like this much HP and then they're going to hit you and you're going to drop to this much HP. Okay. You can then tank one more tower shot and then another with your barrier. And that's it. That's all you can tank. Okay. So that's about 3 tower shots and them hitting you at the same time. You have heal, you have barrier. So that ups it a little bit. They will never be able to kill you unless you miss your number one, you miss your Q, which is kind of impossible, and you miss your W. You would have to miss both of those things, and the Milio disconnects from the game. I'm not even joking.
Can I even guarantee hit my W though if the wave is right there?
So if the minions are right in front of you, okay, so what's gonna happen is these minions are gonna walk forward, okay? And then there's gonna be caster minions over here. You can splash the W on the minions to hit her as well. But the important thing is like you just have to land the Q no matter what. You just have to land your Q. That's it. If she flashes your Q, that's another story. Then you can E out and then stop the dive. That's fine.
But shouldn't Milio just tank the
No,
first
no,
shot?
no, 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 no. You're full HP. He's less HP. So what's gonna happen is, in the best case scenario for them, okay, you walk up, you auto Q, auto W, and then she either flashes your W or flashes your Q. If she flashes your Q, you're gonna have to E this way and walk out. Milio is gonna be half HP, okay? And if he heals, he's gonna go to this much HP. In that case, right, he's gonna tank the tower on the next time you walk back up, and then you are gonna kill this guy. At worst, 1-for-1, but she's gonna lose all these minions.
Okay.
So you see how like the amount of trades that you take in this lane matters so much. Because
yeah, completely.
Yeah, if you had taken like one more trade, this would be even worse for them to do.
Yeah.
But basically, this is the level 3. If you don't want to go for the tower dive and keep on poking them to death, you can also do that. But I never want to see you base. So I'm gonna look at what you do. If I see you base, I'm gonna scream.
No, I do base, but I did it with the premise that I was getting a better buy. So so I know it's wrong now.
That's fair.
That was
Okay.
That was my mindset during this game.
So okay. Right here, this is wrong. Your idea of what, so this is because of what you just said. You wanted to get a base, right? You wanted to get a better base than them. But
I wanted to do not deny her the BF sword base, basically.
she's not getting BF sword unless you let her farm 4 more waves, or not 4 more, sorry, 3 more waves. So
yeah, I understand that now, but I didn't during this game.
Yeah, that's fair. But okay, listen, the situations that I'm bringing up when I'm saying these things, it's because I have like I'm reviewing, you know, like this is not an easy thing to think about in game, but the more you do it, the more you'll get accustomed to it. But if there's anything that you're going to learn from this session, by the way, please learn that if you have better conditions than them, you cannot let them base. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds OP. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, yes.
Definitely work on that.
Okay, but so one more thing. I did explain that you wanted to have a better base than them if you have better conditions, but there's one thing that's really fucking important that's about to happen on the map right now, okay? So you see your jungler. Where's the jungler?
Raptors.
Yeah, so he's going to go Raptors, Krugs, and then he's going to hover bot, okay? So what do you have to do if you want to keep staying in this lane?
What do I have to... Oh, ward.
Yeah. You don't have a ward, so you have to ping your Milio to ward the Tribush because you have a Scuttle Vision right now. Regardless, okay? So now that you know that, in this situation, what do you think you should do?
Ping on Milio to ward.
Yeah. Other than that, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Maybe slow push.
No, you're not pushing. Do not push.
Well, isn't it going to slow push anyways? Oh no, I guess it's not.
Well, basically, well, yeah. So there's 3 caster minions. It is gonna slow push, but it's not as fast as other ways because it's a cannon, right? So this doesn't actually freeze. It's gonna slow push slowly, right? But if you stand in this bush, right, and then walk up every time the Jinx walks up, is she allowed to touch the wave?
No. Mm-mm.
She's gonna have to W every single minion she wants to kill, and she's gonna run out of mana and 2 Ws. So
Yeah.
she's fucked. Okay, if you push this wave, you are letting her play the game. She's not allowed to play the game. But basically, what's gonna happen other than that is this wave is gonna slow push. It's gonna end up around here on the next wave. Okay, if you don't touch the wave and only lasted it and hit her whenever she walks up, and then the Lee Sin's gonna come and he's gonna try to bail them out. Okay.
Mhm.
That is the only situation where you are allowed to let them base first. And even then, okay, right now, what I want you to do, if you're at the level 3 right now, which is a big jump, okay, I'm telling you in advance, this is a huge jump. You need to spam ping your jungler to come bot because their jungler's coming bot 100,000%. If he does not come bot, their bot lane cannot play the game, okay? You need to spam ping your jungler to come. If this is a 3v3, right? At these conditions, who do you think wins?
Oh, we without question we win.
Yeah, exactly.
So level 3, is that like a challenger level or is that pro level?
Honestly,
Or both?
it's more pro level because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know any solo queue players who actively think about their matchup and then the map and then how the matchup interacts with the map and their CSing. Usually it's just their matchup, and even then they suck. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry to the solo queue players out there. But yeah. But yeah, I'm really sad.
So
looking at this.
are all pro players good at this or like
yeah. They are all okay, they might not all be like really consistent at this, but they are always thinking about this, whether or not they know it. Okay, because some players they won't be able to put into words what they're saying, which is why like coaching is really important for them as well. They do things like more instinctively.
Yeah.
So that's like the only difference. But okay, so that was one base, and then you're gonna come back on map. Wait. Okay, hold up.
So basically, I should ping my kindred to come, and if he doesn't, I should just recall.
No, you don't recall until the Lee Sin shows on the wave, and he helps them push no matter what. He needs to show on the wave and push. Otherwise, what's gonna happen is if he walks to this bush, right, and his idea of hovering, okay, is him coming to the bush, standing here, and then resetting, and you have a ward on it. Guess what's gonna happen?
Nothing changes.
Well, what do you
No, I
mean?
meant like nothing, like as in like Jinx is still screwed
Yes,
over,
yes, exactly. Yeah. So now you have information that Lee Sin is not here no matter what. So then you're like, okay, GG well played, they're dead. Okay. So no matter what they do here, they're fucked. Also, you should buy Caulfield's here. I would not recommend the pickaxe, unfortunately. It is unfortunate, like buying a pick, you don't know if you're gonna have enough gold for a pickaxe next time you base, but getting a 1050 base and not buying Caulfield's on Lucian is kind of sad. That's more sad than yeah. Like I feel like you're scared of like the next base because you don't know what's gonna happen. So you buy the pickaxe.
No, the reason I bought pickaxe was so I could buy the potion too.
That's fair.
Refillable potion.
But I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. But I would still kind of rather the Caulfields because raw stats are pretty good.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so this is the portion of the lane that 5 minutes to 8 minutes. Okay, I block it out in 0 to 5, and then 5 to 8, 8 to 10. The reason why I block it out like this is because this is a Grubs and a Drake Oh, beautiful. Timer. This is laning, and then this is back to laning, or swaps. Okay. So you might not be like thinking about these things actively, but I want to put it in your head at the very least so that the higher you go, you understand them more. But okay, so right here, what is your idea? What do you want to do with your wave?
Well, I don't know where Lee Sin is, and jungler's top, so I think I should be pretty scared here. Like, not scared, but I shouldn't try to fight. Like I should try to just conserve my health.
Let me think about that one. So unless you it's kind of hard to say. Now you can get dove, yeah.
I do understand like the concept of like trading a little bit to try to waste the try to bring the jungler there and waste his time. But
Well,
I don't know. My jungler was mostly strong siding top the entire game, so I was like, if my jungler's never going to come, I might as well just try to just farm.
so number one, I agree with that 100%. But think about it like this, okay? The map is split. I will never disagree with that, okay? How do you think they can dive you from full HP as 3 people?
No, not full HP. No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Can they ever dive you with 4 people?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're scared of that, you have to look at the mid condition, because if you, again, this is level 3, by the way. This is super hard to do, but this information will tell you whether or not the Syndra can push this next wave fast and then come and dive you bot. Because if you don't have that information, by the way, you will get dove from full HP, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. But you're also thinking about it from like a challenger level.
Yes.
My elo will not do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I
understand the concept.
Yeah, but 1 out of like maybe 50 games, you might actually encounter this. So I want you to be ready for it. But that's not the important thing here. Important thing here is I'm still thinking about your 2v2, okay? Above all else. So from what HP threshold do you think they can kill you? Is it like 50%? Can they dive you? Sorry. 50%, 60%, 70%?
I think it depends.
Beautiful numbers.
I think probably 50 or 60%. I think 70% I'm fine.
If you use your barrier and your heal, it's 70. If it's if you don't use those two, it's like 55. Yeah, 55 to 60%. Okay.
And it's also assuming that they land their abilities.
Yeah, 100%. When I'm saying these things, by the way, I'm not saying like this is gonna happen to you and they're gonna be faker and it's always gonna work. There are times where they're gonna come dive you and all 3 of them are gonna die, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck, you know? So, also it's like not easy to like. It's not easy to dive a Lucian either. You need the Nami to start the dive, and then they need to dive you in 2 rounds because they have no hard CC. So
they need to blow my dash and then get back in.
Yes. And then they're gonna come back, and then if you have flash, you can flash another ability. But then if the Lee Sin walks on top of you and starts autoing you to death, there's nothing you can fucking do. So you get it.
Doesn't the tower so you know how the tower damage increases after one
ramp up? Yes.
Auto?
Yes.
So when you lose aggro, isn't there a timer for it to drop?
Yes.
So should they wait out that timer?
Yes.
Or do they care about that?
So okay, it depends. If they're full HP, they don't care about the timer because they'll be able to still tank the shots. It depends on their HP condition. But basically, yes, it does matter. It does matter a lot. If they dive you in 1 round with tower ramp up, they will all die. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So all of that to say, crazy, right? I just went through this whole fucking scenario, gave you all of the history of League of Legends just to tell you you can fight here. Okay. You should be looking to Q, number 1. Your Milio should have pink warded this tri-bush, and then you should look to have the wave here, because remember, you want your wave in front of your turret as the neutralizer.
How can I have my wave there though? Because it's pushing to them.
This Jinx is not gonna let it push to them. Like this Jinx is gonna hit the wave.
Yeah.
And if she slow pushes it, by the way, like this would be a timer for you to trade. She's not allowed to stand in your face and minigun the wave. And you can't do that because this bush is not word. Okay, another thing. After your first base, okay, the first thing I want you to think of, so number one, it would be to like look at waves, whatever. You think about your items. You pan to mid, pan to bot. You already pan to bot, which is fine. You just want to look at the conditions of this this mid laner. I'm not sure if you noticed exactly what HP she was at, but right here, okay, when you come back to lane, what ward do you need to be able to play the game?
Ward.
Well, you do. Okay, so kind of, but you need either a Tribush ward to be able to play at turret safely, or you need a river ward to be able to, yeah. So basically, this Milio should pink ward the Tribush and then normal ward their Tribush, or he can walk mid. I would not really recommend this, but he can walk mid, pink this, and then normal ward the river. So you have vision of both entrances, and then you can play bot lane. If you don't have that vision, you are not trading. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was scared. That's why I was.
Yes.
I should ping my Melio to ward.
Well, he did the worst word ever. So unfortunately, yes, you do have to take into account supports will not know what to do with their words. And I've had so many students tell me, do I look like I give enough of a fuck to tell my support where to word? Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, if they can't do it correctly, you have to do it yourself because you know what's better. Yeah. It's sad, but it's true. And trust me, I've had to do it and it's annoying as fuck. Anyways, so
is that Challenger too?
Yes. It's in Challenger too. Okay. Yeah, it's really fun. Anyways, you end up seeing the Lee Sin. It's really good. Okay, if your Milio W's like this, you need to dash forward. Because,
yeah,
I mean, this is one of the things with like muting chat. Because now you don't know if the Milio pinged forward when he pressed W. Like usually what's supposed to happen is Milio pings forward and then W's you, so you're more prepared for it. But now that you don't have that, like obviously this is a unique situation. You know the support, you're not really fond of them, but having the information of these pings is also really helpful because it would tell you when you're able to trade. Now that this W has been expended, now I'm a little bit more scared to trade.
Yeah, the reason I still wasn't was because I was scared of Lee. You think it's safe enough to EN?
Well, if Lee Sin could be why would you be scared of the Lee Sin if he's on Drake? Like you mean like? Sorry, go ahead.
No. I thought he might be in our jungle taking our blue and stuff.
But
he was on Drake.
He did. Unfortunately, he did show for like 5 seconds.
That's just bad map awareness by me.
It's okay. You got to do the practice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm lucky because I started out as a support player. Well, actually, I started out as a top laner, but that doesn't matter. When I play support, I think about vision a lot more, so it's a lot easier for me to notice this. Junglers as well. They have to think about these things because it determines whether or not you can gank. Like, if something's warded, you can't gank it, right? Like, but as an ADC, like you have to farm and do these things at the same time. It's harder, but you still have to do it. If you want to be better, you have to do what the people that are better are doing to be better. That was a tongue twister. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Like you still fought them, but if there's anything you're dashing this game, it's either Nami Q or Jinx W. I don't want you to like take it to the face. Okay. I mean, this is fine.
I think the issue for me this game is not. It is not being aggressive enough, but it's also not. It's more just not playing around the map state to the maximum potential. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I completely understand.
Because if I wasn't being completely weak sided, I would be more aggressive. You know what I mean? Like I would be taking better trades. But my mindset is just more play safe because I'm being weak sided, farm up and try to carry later. But I should be maximizing what I can get out of it.
So how do I explain this? like what you're saying is completely right, but this is like the same thing as like, you know, when like you come to somebody for a question, right? And you're like serious about it, and then they just go like, for example, if I told you like, do I push 3 waves as an ADC? And then I just told you just be better, you know? That's basically what you just told me. But in that situation, there are different literal like steps that you have to follow. So number one, when I'm telling you about the conditions, you have to be thinking about that. If you don't know about that, you don't know the steps and I'm telling you to get better. How does that make sense? So also I have a competitive background as well. So the reason why I'm able to explain these things is because of that as well. But what's it called? It's definitely not easy to stack all these things together.
Yeah. And like you said before, it's just experience, it's just practice. And conscious effort to think about these things.
Yes, that one's very hard to do. If you have ADHD, like I'm not gonna lie, that shit's hard as fuck.
So, yeah, it is. It's harder. It's easier said than done.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right here, Jinx got it back.
Yeah. Okay, so right here, as you're farming the wave, what's up?
It's probably just because I didn't trade enough, like you said.
Yes, but yeah. So the reason why it's good for her to base here is because she doesn't have to interact with you when she's basing. But right here, if you don't see this Jinx on the wave, I want you to spam ping this Milio on the wave because you need to push this ASAP. Like this needs to be cleared in like 5 seconds. If you don't do that, the Jinx is gonna be back in time. The wave should have been gone by now, and the Milio should be pushing off the Nami with you, and then you should walk to the middle bush and base. Because you had to do everything, now your base is fucked. And now, I'm not even joking, you have to walk to the third bush and take your base. You have 800 gold. If you don't take your base, you're basically saying to me right now, I don't want to be able to play this lane. I know that's very brutal, sorry. But it's because you're a fighting lane, but they have better stats than you now because they got a base over you. Well, in theory, I don't know what the Jinx bought. Wait, hold on. If she bought fucking Gunslinger Scout, you're fine, but... Okay, hold on. Press tab. Sir, you are crazy. Oh my god, I'm blind.
She had boots.
She full bought boots?
Yeah, tier 2 boots.
That's really bad. I mean, like for her, it's not that good. But okay. Also, right here, because you're so low on tempo, and you're like your conditions aren't full. I need you to catch the wave at turret.
Yeah. So the reason I thought I thought that they would think I just backed. I thought Nami would also back, like try to match her backs. I thought she might walk up and try to hit a plate. But and I could just flank her and kill her, Emilio. But it didn't work because it was warded.
Yeah, that's the. So you're thinking level 1 right now. You're thinking actually you're trying to get to level 2 of like how your lane interacts, but you're not thinking about what the enemy's doing. So the entire past like minute and a half before you were able to push this wave, they had full river vision. So you can't just
priority.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't just assume that this is not warded. You have to do it based off of an informed assumption. So like if they never walk towards that side or whatever, because this situation, the second you did this and eat like this, you had to blow flash to walk to turret. So this is all a chain. Honestly, I mean, they should have killed you actually. Because you walked into the traps. Yeah. So what should have happened was they saw you walk this way and they saw you E. So what should happen is Nami and Jinx should stand over this wall because there's like a pocket of vision where you can't see. And then the second you walk into the traps, I'm gonna pause it right here. Nami Q, Nami R, and you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was a good flash. Okay. So we're back to the 2v2. What do you want to do and why?
Um, well, Nami's so I think we can punish them pretty hard. I can probably, well, I'm actually pretty myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can you let it play out for like another second or two? I can. Oh wait, Jinx is really low too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can just walk up and screw them over.
Yeah.
But I think in game I was thinking Lee Sin might be in the bot lane bush. I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking about. I was like, Lee Sin might be trying to cheese gank us because Milio wanted me to go up here too, but I didn't because I was scared of, or it might be a little later, but I didn't because I was scared of Lee Sin might be here.
Mm,
Because that happens to me a decent amount. Like
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll go what I think is an easy kill, and then I'll just get jumped on by Rengar or something from the bush.
Yeah, that's the level 3 thing. So you actually, yeah, that's good. You're thinking about it. The only thing is, I think he's on his top side camps. I think I'm not 100% sure because he took
You
your.
might be right.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it might not be this play. It might be like in another 30 seconds or so that I was thinking that. I'm not sure. I'll say definitely thinking that at some point, but I'm not sure exactly when.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, you can be scared of the bushes, but I at least want you to like hold this line. If they walk up to like hit the wave, if the Jinx is rocketing from here, you at least need to be able to like walk up to her and fight her. Otherwise, this is very sad because you have better conditions than them, but they're getting a better base than you. And if you're scared, by the way, you should you can like W the bush, you can like tell Milio to Q the bush. Like you have tools to be able to play this out. This is another illegal base from them. Because remember, they use Nami R, they used Jinx traps. Jinx traps are like a 16-second cooldown. So you should have a timer to dash in right here. Like right now. You have like 5 seconds to play. If you don't go in, it's over. And then you guys also, yeah, you guys also don't really stop their bases at all. That's another thing, but that doesn't matter. Regardless, you have to take your base here. Otherwise, actually, what should happen is you should wait like 3 seconds because the enemy can do this really, really cool thing where they fake their base and then your Milio's not going to wait and hold the wave. So you have to stall for 2 more seconds. They're going to count to 8 because that's how long a reset takes. And then they're going to show from the bush, hard shove the wave, and you're losing the entire wave if you based.
So the counter is just waiting like 2 or 3 more seconds.
Yeah. So you have to think about that because people will abuse that extra wave on you. Okay, regardless, I think the main thing we should be thinking about this, or should have gotten out of this, is number 1, condition advantage should mean that you take a better base than the enemy team. If they have worse conditions, you cannot let them base first unless you know that there can be somebody up your ass.
Yeah.
That is the only situation. Like if you know that they're gonna, I don't know, 4-man you bot, completely fine. I get it. But if you don't know that, or you don't have like an informed assumption, like for example, this Syndra, after she clears her wave, she comes this way and hovers bot side. I understand. That would be an informed assumption. If you see the Lee Sin walk this way and he's still bot side, that's also an informed assumption. I'm fine with that. But the number 1 rule, and until you get this, you will struggle with laning. Better conditions, you have to squeeze out the best base ever. Okay?
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, we went over like ability matching. So, I mean, there's like a lot, honestly. And then there is like when you could walk past the wave, zoning off EXP. What else?
So like all these things we talked about,
Mhm.
like say I did everything you told me about perfectly, or like, maybe like 90%.
Mhm.
Um, is that what makes a professional player, or is there even more to it than that?
You would be 3-0 in this lane if you did exactly what I said. At the very
No,
least, you would be
I'm saying
yeah.
like, I'm saying like compared to like a professional ADC skill level, like
There's
like would that
more.
make a professional?
There's
Okay,
more.
okay,
There's more,
yeah, that's
unfortunately.
just what I was wondering.
Yeah, but that's like okay. I'm like romanticizing fucking pro players. Like okay, I'm saying this, but not all pro players are like. There's a level above level 3, which is like you're thinking 5 minutes in advance. Okay,
Faker.
but don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. People like
Yeah,
Faker, they think about that, but we're not there yet.
I'll probably never even get level 3 guy. I can't worry about level 4. So I'm just trying to get like Grandmaster challenge or low challenger.
No, you
I'm
can
not
do
worried
it.
about
You can
getting
do
the
it. You can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, I at some point I was able to do the level 3, but now that I've been doing more coaching, it's very very hard to have that consistently.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But the point of all of this, like when I'm pointing these things out, I'm not expecting you to be like perfect. Okay, I'm not expecting you to like be able to execute all this, tower dive them, kill them when they have bad conditions, have the perfect. No, I just want you to be consistent enough. Like, let's say like 7 out of 10 situations you're able to execute correctly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's it. Do you have any other concerns about what we went over?
No, I don't think I do.